It's the Sports Talk Now podcast.
Welcome to the Sports Talk Now podcast. I am your host, Jackie McKenna, and I am joined, as I always am, by the pundit himself, Noah Schindler.
Jackie McKenna, I am psyched today for Sports Talk Now.
I'm gonna take that back.
Okay.
The pundit, Noah Schindler.
Thank you very much. Jackie McKenna, I am so excited today. I'm
going to take that back one more time.
Okay.
Noah Schindler, the pundit. Noah the pundit Schindler. Let's go.
I just like the pundit.
The pundit. I'm here with the pundit.
Don't use my last name. So this is the pundit, and I am more excited than I ever have been for this podcast. I ate breakfast. I ate my Wheaties. So I'm ready to get into some hardcore analysis.
Yes.
So let's start that clock.
Yeah, the clock has started.
Can I get a whistle? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll edit that in.
Yeah, we'll do some. There might be some drilling, I'm having some work done on my roof. There was a big storm last week, and
that shouldn't be a problem.
No. It's we've got it well insulated in here. So I just wanted to talk to you about last week. The NFL season kicked off. Correct. Great.
Correct.
And
if you listen to the first episode, if you haven't listened to the first episode, I would go back.
Yeah, I'd pause right now and go back and check on that.
Yeah.
But we did run down the days of the game. So there was a Thursday game. Mm-hmm. There were I think there were a few on Sunday.
There were a little more than a few on Sunday.
And then Monday there was one too.
There's one.
So it's sort of like a number sandwich with the bread with the one, and then all the games in the middle, and then another one.
Yeah.
So let's talk
week one.
Week one.
Let's jump
typically
in.
There's a lot of, everyone's an expert on week one.
Everyone
right?
thinks so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're the expert.
Yeah.
365 days a year. So I'm not going to call these overreactions. I'm going to call these totally accurate, well-based, warranted reactions. So what are your week one NFL warranted reactions?
Yeah, well, a lot happened week one, as we all know. So here's the deal. Saturday night, I go to sleep early. I set an alarm, 12:30 p.m. I can't wait for the games. I turn on the oven. I put wings. I put my wings in the oven. I want to turn on the oven in the morning, get the smell of fresh buffalo wings in the air. Mm-hmm. Little did I know, it was 9/11. And
AM?
Huh? It was the date.
Oh.
Date. No, I woke up at 12:30, as I always do.
Got it.
It was 9/11, and I think we should just chalk it up to an oversight by the NFL. Because I don't know why that they would put any games on this day. I do believe that it was the least watched week one in the history of any sport.
And you think those two things are connected?
Absolutely. It was for me. I just couldn't stomach it. So I did not watch the games. I binged some Blue Bloods. But I'm the pundit. I do my research.
Okay.
So yes, I know what happened week one.
Okay.
I looked at the leaderboards. I got you there. No. If I don't watch the games, I still see the games.
Yes.
I'm like the Santa Claus of sports. I see you when you're playing, and I see you when you're not.
I'm watching you play when you're not actually playing.
Correct. So there's something really interesting going on at week one. Mm-hmm. And this happens every year, but we should appreciate it.
Okay.
It's called sports symmetry. Every team either won a game or lost a game.
I'm going to look that. No, of course.
Go ahead. Look it up. Look it up.
Okay.
Check me on this.
All right.
Every year, every team plays week one. And that means a team has to win and a team has to lose. So therefore, half of the teams have won a game. The other half have lost. 1-0, 0-1. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, to see that symmetry, you called it. And, sometimes I believe it was Arthur Conan Doyle who said the things that people do are infinitely stranger than fiction could ever dust be. And so, reality really, you couldn't write it any better. A Hollywood script couldn't have written it any better.
Hollywood couldn't do what sports do.
Yeah. Were there any results from the games that you watched out? You didn't watch on Sunday.
I saw the highlights.
Yeah. And thank God for highlights. Anything from those games that you think is going to be an indicator for the future?
Yeah. So we saw Tom Brady.
Yeah,
we saw Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
He played the night game on Sunday. They call that Sunday Night Football.
Yes, he did. Against
it was one of the Texas teams. Wait, no, I got this.
I got it right here if you want me to tell you.
No. The Texans. So he played the Texans, and he defeated the Texans, as we all knew he would. But what we didn't know was that it was an all-timer. It was an all-timer for Tom Brady. This is going to go down in the top 10 Brady performances of all time.
Definitely.
And it's amazing to see him at 40.
I can look that up.
40 years old. I know.
Symmetry, again.
Symmetry.
Like a nice round number.
And he started when he was 20. So he's been in the game for 20 years. And just, oh, God.
And they beat them 19-3, which 19 plus 3 is 22. So he's been in the game 20 years, and 22 is very close to 20. It's about 2. There's a 2-point differential.
Yeah, it's like the remainder that it's arbitrary.
So you're saying this is one of his best performances, and the indicator for the rest of the season is more good performances?
I don't think there's a way. I don't know way.
You don't?
No. I think this is the height of his career. There's no way he can do any better.
So you think no more good games this season for Tom Brady?
I don't think he's going to win the game.
Really? This is the one?
I think that's the one.
Huh.
He's getting old. You saw it in him.
Yeah. And, it was sort of
sluggish.
Sort of like what you said of when you have a win like that against, you said the Texans, but a Texas team, when you have a spiritual...
Yeah, it's a Texas team.
When you have a spiritual victory like that, it's hard to top that again.
It was Dallas. It was Dallas Cowboys. Texans. When I said Texans, I meant it's a Texas team.
Yeah, and the people in the crowd
are Texans.
And they and many now correct me if I'm wrong. The 12th man. Those are the fans, right?
No, the 12th man is the last person on the field. No, the 12th man's the coach. So the 12th man's the coach. I don't know why you asked that.
Sorry. I think I got numbers on the brain. We're talking about all these numerology. Any other hot takes? There was in the which division is the Titans and Colts and all those guys in? Is that
NFC?
It's the NFC
South.
Yeah, okay. In the NFC South, did you catch this? None of the teams won.
I did see that.
Because two of them, I think, tied, or one of them tied, and the other 3 lost. Or 2 of them played each other and tied.
Okay, yeah, no, I did see this, and this is a common misconception. Yes. In the leaderboards, it says they are tied at the moment. However, before week 2, there's a lot of dealing behind the scenes, a lot of money, trading hands, players being traded. So by week 2, we will see on the leaderboards one of those teams will have a win and the other one will have a loss.
Do you want to make any bold? I know this was about warranted reactions, but how about some expert projections? Do you want to take a shot at who those might be?
I mean, those 2 teams that tied were obviously the
The
See, I'm
similar
just looking-
similar crowd to the Dallas game.
So okay, yeah, it's the Texans.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I got
the Texans.
confused, 'cause there's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
going on.
We were
with
going to talk
that.
about this. This was on the run sheet.
Yep, and they played the Colts.
Mm.
They no, see,
Wait, I'm
there's
looking
so
at it.
so many in the division.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
No, and that's
No.
kind of maybe the point we're
point of it
making here is.
Okay, no, it is the Colts. It is the Colts.
Oh, they did. Okay.
It was the Colts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I believe Indianapolis has more cap space. So cap space is how much
All right, I'm gonna
money
write
they
this
might
down.
have. Yeah, please write this down.
Yep.
It's not the helmet. Cap space is the amount of money that they can spend on a given year.
Oh.
Are we already at the buzzer beater? Time flies by when you're having fun.
I'll let you finish that thought.
Yes,
Val.
please do. So at the moment, Houston is way over the cap. They spent way too much money in the offseason. They gave away one of their best players, but I think they were fined for that.
Mm.
So yeah, they lost a ton of money. They don't have any more money to spend. The Colts have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give it to them, and then they're going to get the win.
Buzzer beater. Final thoughts.
Okay. So I kind of want to nix a take that I did earlier.
Mm.
Tom Brady's going to get one more win.
Okay.
It's going to be week 2,
This coming. Okay.
and he is going to break the record for touchdowns in a game.
Wow.
And that number is
6.
5. Well,
Cemetery.
it's 5. Now, he's going to score 6 touchdowns, and it's going to go down in history.
That is incredible stuff from the pundit.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I said wow, but I don't want you to take that as actual shock. Because, I mean, you know what you're talking about.
Yep.
But
it's still overwhelming.
it is. It's to know that is going to happen.
Yeah.
And going into... Do you get... I'll save that for another time.
No, I do. I get chills.
Do you get overwhelmed by your ability to sort of...
Yeah, it's sort of like Spider-Man. You can see I have goosebumps now whenever I get an idea and I know it's going to happen. It's like a sixth sense, a 6th touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to, if you wouldn't mind, if in addition to the pundit, can I call you the Oracle?
I'll think about it.
Okay. So we'll get back on that, on the pundit versus the Oracle.
I have to look up what that means.
Okay. Yeah. My final thought for the buzzer beater. I liked that the games happened on 9/11. It gave me something to do. I was wondering where you were.
Yeah, I was a complete shut-in.
Yeah, we had a great time over here, at my place. You know, even with the roof being the way it is right now and the work we have to get done. So I was glad it happened. It was something to do. But if you think you're not gonna make it this coming Sunday, can you just tell me?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was different circumstances. It was 9/11. You know how I feel about it.
Yeah, but you have a count. You knew it was.
Yes.
I thought
Yes, but I didn't know that it was going to be on 9/11, the date.
Yeah.
The day, the holiday.
You're right.
I knew it was September 11th.
You're right. You're
the
right.
The day that
You're right.
the week 1 started, obviously, because I researched this stuff.
You're so right. I'm so sorry. But so my buzzer beater is I'm glad the games happen. Wish you were there to watch, but I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys next week.
Yep.
It's the Sports Talk Now podcast.